ladies and gentlemen.
My cousin.
Hey, cousin.
What's going on?
Welcome back to A Lady in a Gent.
That's right, the dopest YouTube channel out there.
At least we think so. But I'm your cousin Ashley, for those of you who don't know.
And I'm your cousin Phil. And guess what? Over the past few weeks, there's been some interesting, to say the least, topics. Topics has been showing up on social media.
Yes. Also, let's just clear something up real quick. It was your baby cousin's birthday the other day, and these are party decorations, and we just figured we'd leave them, bring a little festivity here.
I'm still cake wasting.
Aren't we all?
Yes,
we all? Let's just get right into it. You know, let me just give a shout out, because this is a part of the hot topics that's been going on, to one of my favorites, Gov.Cuomo. That is Andrew Cuomo in the great state of New York.
And why?
He's just been killing it, passing these laws and getting stuff reformed, and I just love it. I love it. If you guys don't know, he put a ban on chokeholds are now banned in the state of New York.
Well, now it's safe for me to go to New York now.
It was dangerous at one point. And also, they repealed 50A, which is a law on the books which stated that any police, firemen, corrections officers, disciplinary records were basically closed. And if you guys didn't know, right, they are public employees. And we should know about these things. So let's just give an applause to New York. He's also trying to get past the Amy Cooper bill, I believe that's her name, the lady who called on the gentleman bird watching.
Oh.
So they're trying to get it passed in New York, a law where you will be prosecuted or brought up on charges if you report a crime on the basis of race.
You know, they should pass it everywhere. That gets annoying. You're trying to, like little kids trying to have a lemonade stand, and you know, you want to pick up your phone and dial. You don't have a permit to sell here.
Who is bothering children? Child, get a life.
I didn't know an 8-year-old had to register to sell lemonade. I learned something new, or not. I don't care.
Yeah. No. Go sell your lemonades. I'll buy some. I won't drink it, but I'll at least buy it.
That's bad.
I mean, look, y'all ever seen little kids make stuff? I don't trust them, but I'll buy it and support it.
Parental supervision.
I don't trust them either.
They ain't make it by themselves. Anywho, what else popped up in the news?
We had our fave out here, Mitt Romney, protesting with the protesters. You know, in some political circles, people say Mitt is a little clout chasing, but you know what? As a known Republican, I respect it.
True.
So I am out here that he's out there protesting with the people. Now, I'm not sure how many black people there are in Utah, but hey, your Senator Mitt Romney is there for y'all.
Anyway, I'm not gonna go there and disrespect anybody from Utah. I've never been there, so I wouldn't know. But big shouts out to you, Mitt Romney.
Yes, Uncle Mitt out here.
You know what else? Like, you see Mitt Romney out here protesting, right? And then on the flip side, which I've told y'all before that I'm apolitical, no political party. You see the picture that's been going around, that's been viral, of the Democratic senators with the kente scarves on, taking a knee.
I mean, I'm black and I don't even really wear kente, but I guess.
I mean, I get the sentiment, but it's like...
It's a little too much.
Too far.
It's too much.
Yeah.
You know, I could have respect. Yeah, I mean, you know, had it been like on Juneteenth, which is next Friday for those of you who don't know. Okay, if you don't know what Juneteenth is the day emancipation of slavery.
Give us free.
Yes. So a lot of us in the black community, I've gone to many Juneteenth celebrations, so I'm glad this year Juneteenth is becoming more known outside of our community circles. But also, who is trying to build off the success of Juneteenth?
Let me be politically correct.
President Donald J. Trump, he is trying to build off of the Juneteenth.
What is he talking about?
Well, he actually posted a tweet saying that he's moving his rally from the date of Juneteenth to the following day.
So instead of June 19th, that is Juneteenth.
June 20th.
Wow. In the words of my daughter, birthday. Wow. Oh, wow.
But I think it was more so because there was a lot of backlash behind that he wanted it on June 19th, wanted it on Juneteenth. But I guess when even though you're the president, you're still a public servant. So
you represent all the people, even those that did not vote for you.
So the bug was put in his ear like, nah.
That, you've been doing too much with the Bible and with pushing the protesters, all the borders, the little fortress. You built your little fort. All I can think of is baby boy now. You built your little fort and you kick it. Yeah. But no, we have some other people trying to piggyback off of Juneteenth. Your fave, the NFL. Yes, I'm gonna read this.
Go ahead.
So, Roger Goodell announced that the NFL will recognize June 19th as a company holiday. Like, really, bro? First of all, I mean, I'm not like the biggest sports person, but I don't think there's in season right now, no. So who is getting this day off as a recognized holiday?
Unless you mean a day off from training camp or the office staff of the
which I'm pretty
NFL?
sure most of them are not black, but okay. And then y'all still refuse to acknowledge or say his name, Mr. Colin Kaepernick, at all? No. But
yeah,
you wanna...
give Cap his job back.
Bro, Cap is over not having his job. Y'all need to give this man some back pay, some severance pay, and that's that. But to sit here and want to recognize Juneteenth as a holiday, for who? Like, I'm confused. It's the day like that slaves were emancipated. It wasn't official, as we know, until the 13th Amendment, which we talked about in the last video. But okay, we feel some type of way about this because it's confusing. And it seems like you're trying to get some sort of support because more and more people are realizing how trash your organization is towards its employees and players. But okay, we get them, I guess. I don't know.
Lower ticket prices maybe. I'm just saying, Oh, wild stuff going on. On the flip side of that, boy, Lil Wayne out here.
Oh, yes, Weezy Baby. Weezy F Baby, excuse me.
I don't know who he changed his name to. He can be George Jetson. I don't know who people change their name. But he was speaking out saying that, about the murder of George Floyd. And he was urging people, don't blame the police. He was like, my life was saved by a white cop. Here's the thing. We've never said anything about it being black against white.
It's just the police. The police are a gang. Like, let's just call it what it is. The police are a gang. Any other group of people who gathered, a large gathering of people, because you can look up the definition of a gang, but they also terrorize people. And I believe one of those officers that were involved in the George Floyd incident, murder, killing, was not white. So it's not necessarily just white cops. It's police in general. And once again, as these are public people who we pay with tax money, whether it's property taxes, state taxes, as in you paying your groceries or buying items, everybody pays for this service, and the fact that you can't feel safe for a service you pay into, that's the problem. That is the message I think that's getting lost here. Police terrorizing anybody. It just so happens that it's disproportionately done to African American people and brown people.
And you're right.
So, but I mean, that was nice. The white cop saved his life. He said he shot himself or something.
He said,
I mean, did he just happen to walk by you and see you did this to yourself, or did you call 911, like I'm confused. But once again, that's not the issue. The issue is not a white cop saved. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's great somebody saved your life and you felt safe enough that they weren't gonna try to further harm you.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a new, we don't want to talk about it, but one of the cousins sent it to me. It's another incident in Atlanta. A young man by the name of, the young man's name was Rayshard Brooks, and apparently, allegedly, he was in a Wendy's parking lot. I'm not sure if he was at the drive-thru and fell asleep or if he was in the parking lot of the drive-thru. I guess somebody called the police on him. They drove, they approached him. They thought he was having a taser. Like, it's a lot of conflicting stuff, but the fact of the matter is, why are so many incidents happening where people don't feel safe, and when they call the police, their lives are ended? So
Makes no sense.
this isn't necessarily, unfortunately, a hot topic, but this was just brought to my attention this morning. And I believe now live, the mayor is speaking about it in Atlanta. So let's just say it's going to be some unrest in Atlanta. So now we can't fall asleep drunk, Let me tell you, I was at the Cookout. If y'all know what a Cookout is. It is a local fast food chain here in the North and South Carolina region. I was there coming home one night. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning because they stay open about 3. And somebody literally, I don't know if they were drunk or they were arguing, but they left their car at the window. Now they have a double lane, but they left their car at one of the lanes for like 20 minutes, and we were all just sitting there like, are these people coming back?
Hey.
Nobody called the cops on them. Their car wasn't towed, and then the girl just came back like nothing and drove off. So
Wow.
the fact that this young man nobody could approach him and be like, hey man, can you move? Like, why did y'all feel the need to call the cops? But clearly we have digressed, not really, because this is obviously something that's going on. Once again, somebody and we're gonna talk about it in another video, but I feel really sad that you can't do simple things. And I was watching some other YouTube videos and people made a good point, which brings us to the point of police defunding. When people talk about, or what defunding police means, is not to not have police, right?
Right.
It's just saying to reallocate their budgets to other avenues that can use the money. So you could give it to the schools, you could start a new unit in the police or mental health, something else where that money can be funded. Like, I was speaking with my good friend and we were just talking about it, and she made some valid points. In the NYPD budget in New York City, just for, I believe, the Bronx.
They got a huge budget?
Yeah. So, not the Bronx, but the NYPD budget is $6 billion.
Good gracious.
Yes, billion. Yes.
What did they say? Never mind.
Exactly.
Continue.
But they don't have no money or anything. So the money is that. Why do we need hundreds of police hours overtime? So yes, the base pay for a lot of police officers is very low. I think it starts. I know in New York it starts at about 35,000. I believe that's the same case.
Yeah,
it's average about 35,000. So that's not a lot of money. But a lot of them get a lot of overtime. Depends on what shift you work. A lot of them there's police, programs for public officials or public servants, public workers. You get discounts on homes or credits or all types of stuff. So a $6 billion budget, but yet you have failing schools, right? Out of all 5 boroughs, the Bronx is ranked like the lowest. Yes. So a lot of that money could go back to the school. It can go back to the teachers. We can have those real after-school programs.
That would be really beneficial, which can, as other people have said, deter crime from happening.
Yes, can deter crime, can stop it. You can have officers actually walk the neighborhoods and people get to know them again. So it's important. Why is the budget $6 billion? So that means your police commissioners are getting paid really high. Your all the people that fall down the line. Like, this is just the NYPD budget. So this isn't even the budget for the fire department, the budget for correction. This is that's just the example of NYPD. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. And police are called to nonviolent events, and that somehow these cases seem to be escalated. Like I've explained before, I worked in mental health, and a lot of times we would call in a mental health arrest. So I don't know if people know that, but you can actually call and say, hey, I want to make a mental health arrest. So so that they know what they're dealing with, because sometimes I guess maybe they're trained to think that everything is a hostile situation. That could be. Maybe we need to be, as the public, showing the police training or giving videos or show how they're trained. As they are protecting and serving us, I think we have a right to know exactly.
Well, I mean, I've actually seen some of the training video. They give examples. You can find it on YouTube, especially the Department of Highway Patrol in North Carolina.
Okay.
They show a little bit of the training, of the physicality of it, but they don't really show much of the classroom stuff. It's things that they're supposed to learn, in the books,
But you have to think, they're only, if you don't know, I know a lot of people who've gone through police training. I have family members who are police officers. I have many people in my family who are retired police officers as well. It's only 6 months of training. So you have 6 months to learn laws that some of us still don't even know. And I'm sure a lot of them don't remember. It's only 6 months of training. Police Academy is only 6 months. So if y'all didn't know that, now, I know in North Carolina is, I know in New York it is. But I think that's the average. That's it. It's only 6 months.
That's not really long enough.
I feel like it should be at least a 2-year. You need an associate's degree. It should be at least 2 years.
Now, one of the things that I want to ask is, when they come out of the police academy, are they actually paired up with a veteran cop to learn the ropes of the streets, or do they just have them out there?
Typically they are, but if you're being trained by somebody's not, if it's like a training day.
Today's a training day, Officer Hoyt. Show you around, give you a taste of the
situation. If you get Alonzo as your mentor, that's probably not
That
good.
might not be the best.
They are assigned a partner.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you see 2 cops riding in the same car, one of them is new. Or they allow, I don't know if they do it here, but like I said, in New York, if you were considering, or if you were in school for like criminal justice, you could go and ride with the police officer. But if they're both in uniform in the same car, yes, one of them is a new officer. So that's how it works.
Well, they kind of got a thing here, but it's more like a volunteer unit called Citizens on Patrol. And yeah, like the police academy movie. But they drive around in vehicles with orange lights.
Interesting.
And they just mainly do parking citations and stuff like that. But they're unarmed, but they take care of the other police work that CMPD can't actually handle.
That makes sense. So also, I can't remember the name of it. I believe I was watching Netflix, and there's this unit, I want to say in San Antonio, Texas. Either San Antonio or Houston, and they have a special unit that is trained only to handle mental health calls, which I think is fabulous. Because when you're dealing with people in the mental health population, it's completely different, and they're not necessarily wanting to hurt other people, more so themselves, and I think a lot of people don't understand that.
Right.
So I just think that is an amazing a unit, and they train other officers. Like they have kind of town halls with police departments, local police departments, and the police department they serve. So yeah, when people talk about defunding the police, that's what they want. They don't want to stop, because even when I was watching the case of the young man today in Atlanta, the city councilman was like, well, we know we don't, defunding has to start from the federal level, and we need police. I feel like she didn't understand what they were saying, but
Probably not.
that is the purpose of defunding, to move the money into other organizations or starting new avenues or
Make
new
more
units
sense.
that can better handle certain calls, and only let police officers come to violent or what they feel are violent crimes.
And everything you do, you gotta proceed with caution, no matter what. Whether you're a police officer, even first responders, firefighters, and medics, they still have to proceed with caution.
Yeah, but I've never heard the medic go, "Oh my God!" You know how many people having a crazy moment? Have you ever been drunk and you just start? You know those people who wild out when they're drunk.
I thought you were about to tell me something.
That's not me. I'm gonna fall asleep, but don't tell nobody that. I don't hear
Inbox me for video. No, wait.
You don't hear EMT workers, saying, "Oh, I felt so threatened during my job," and you could imagine the stuff they see, or people trying to jump off bridges, or even just the stuff every responder sees. I never hear the fire department go, "I didn't want to go put out the fire. I was scared." Okay. So I don't understand why we make this excuse for police. So yes. Defunding the police is a hot topic. Tell us what y'all think about that down below.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
What else? We got any more? Oh, our fave.
Terry Crews.
Oh!
Now, just to let you know, Terry Crews was still kind of is one of my favorite actors.
He's funny. I like Terry.
Ever since from his non-speaking role in Training Day to Malibu's Most Wanted, Friday After Next, and even as the father on Everybody Hates Chris.
I love Julius.
I admired him, but lately he's been having too much of a slip of the tongue.
Yes. One of his tweets was, "Defeating white supremacy without white people creates black supremacy. Equality is the truth. Like it or not, we are all in this together." We are all in this together. There will never be black supremacy, but okay, because we got a whole continent of black people in Africa, and I don't think we got. I'm gonna have to ask my African friends how it is in their respective countries.
Right.
But I haven't heard about it. That could be my own ignorance. But I don't. You still got white people in Africa trying to take it over. But okay.
Yeah, like we were told, we gotta dig into the statistics more.
Yeah. We see the comments. Mm-hmm. We see them. So this might a lot of people might not agree. There's a theory, right, that black people can't be racist. And you have to understand racism to understand that no. In America, I don't live nowhere else. So, and I have not lived outside the country. So, no, in America, black people can't be racist because we did not construct the system of racism, especially here in America. So, no, we can't be racist. We can definitely be prejudiced and discriminatory, but we can't be racist here. So, I see where you were trying to go with this, Terry, but
I think he was trying to play more of the. Just my honest opinion, he was trying to play more of the neutral ground. But
this is
as people of color, yes, we still need to stand up and fight. It's been going on for a long time. The approach that we take.
Yeah, you see look. The comments are my favorite. If y'all just bored, just read the comments in the shade room. Sometimes me and my friends just send each other comments because it is hilarious. Oh, our favorite prima donna said, "Who want to tell him, sis? We trying to tell him, girl." With all them muscles. Oh Lord, I'm not even gonna read that one. I'm just here for the comments. See, I'm just here for the comments.
The previous one above that. That was a callback to what
when he
said.
Spoke out about YouTube. Well, we're not gonna touch that on this video. Let's see. That's a damn lie. Black people have never in history acquired the desire to reign supreme over another human being or race. Even when the Moors met the Europeans that never bathed before, they didn't look down on them. They taught, you know what? It's true. What is actually? Okay, because I'm like, what? I think they meant actually what it actually does. There it is. What it actually does curates a sense of pride and accomplishment that we have never achieved in this country. However, being realistic, nothing in this country can change without the majority being on board. Supremacy is a mindset, not an inevitable fate. Okay, sis, Oh Lord, here go the people. I can't with these. Look, we're not talking about that. There is no such thing as black supremacy. This is the perfect response of a person that stuck between being black and keeping their white partners comfortable. Go sit down, Terry. Yeah, I mean, once again, we love all the differences in the comments, and everybody has their right to their opinions. But sometimes, if you don't have something in support of what's going on, just have a seat. Like, not everybody can be included in the conversation. Not everybody should have something to say. Sometimes, sometimes when you at work and they talking about something, I'm be like, you know what, I'm gonna just sit this one out because it don't really got nothing to do with me doing my work function. So I'm gonna let this section of the meeting pass me.
See.
And I think
I'm a different type of person. I try to find the middle ground. Like, okay, get to the point, summarize it. Let's find a common ground. Let's try to resolve it. But lately, that has not been the case.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but right now what's going on as black people, you have to just state where you stand. So even in our last video, we respect that they have a stance and they stand with it. You can't, now's not the time to be playing the middleman. Now it's like, oh yeah, no. You gotta pick a side. Where do you stand? Remember X-Men The Last Stand? Where do you stand?
I was thinking Twix, left or right, pick a side. But anyway. Like, all right, I'm a fat dude. I like candy.
Oh, not the Twix. And yes.
Another thing that surprised me.
What's that?
One of my favorite comedians, Dave Chappelle.
Oh, Dave. Hey, Dave.
He dropped a video that appeared on YouTube last night called 846.
That was good. I watched it this morning.
He was full of raw emotion, speaking out. I have never seen him in this rare form.
That's true.
His soul was hurt, and it, like he was about to get really emotional on stage. And everything that he said, I felt that. Because there was one instance where he was pulled over, and he talks about that. I think in another stand-up special, he was out in a comedy club supporting Kevin Hart. And he had to educate somebody that had an ignorant comment. So it was the same cop that pulled him over and let him go with a warning. And then just a day or two later, that same cop murdered somebody.
Wow. That's right, he mentioned that, and he said that happened, and like a day or two later, Mike Brown incident happened as well, and that was more covered. Yeah, it's a lot happening out there, and he made a good point bringing us back to Uncle, Cousin, twice, 3 times removed, Terry. How when Don, I love me some Don, was calling out these celebrities, and like we said, it's like nobody want to hear from me. It's already happening. The people out there, the streets is talking, the streets is moving.
That's one of the realest celebrities that I've known.
Yes.
And big shouts out to you, Dave.
Yeah, hey Dave. But it's still a lot happening. Also. Stop trying to profit off the Black Lives Matter.
Oh God, yes.
Stop it. We see y'all companies. I keep getting alerts from every company that I might have, like Amazon, they have a posting on theirs. Uber email me.
Netflix now has a Black Lives Matter movie list.
Stop it.
Yeah, you log on to Netflix and it says we support Black Lives Matter, and then they show a list of black movies.
Oh, the ones we couldn't see before.
Right.
Like, love got to do with it. The juice.
Right.
Only way you can see black movies, y'all know the ones we like, right? The ones we like the 5 Heartbeats, New Jack City.
You gotta wait till that's repeated.
Sugar Hill Gang. Right, we gotta watch it on TV, or you can purchase it on Amazon because some of them aren't listed there. Interesting. Y'all stop it. Stop. Now we support black this. Soon, next thing you know, the epicenter is gonna be telling you can win tens up there. Child bye. And on that note, cousins,
We got to go. I'm a little tired now.
we came with all this foolery today. So please let us know in the comments how you feel about these topics or any other topics going on. Drop down below because we do read them and we respond.
Yeah, so make sure you leave a like.
Please.
Most definitely.
And also, you gotta subscribe
Subscribe.
because our family is growing. And we couldn't do this without y'all.
That's right.
So, cousins, we'll catch y'all in the next one.
Audi 5000.